Hello everybody, it's Walter from Real Estate Talk with Walter, and today I'm here with Natale from TLS. Natale just recently started his own legal firm after being with Frichot Lawyers for almost 16 years. So we thought to share his story with you, so let's jump straight into it. Natale, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Walter.
My pleasure. So this all came about when it was first announced about the demerger of Frichot Lawyers. So can you explain a little bit about that? How did that came about and how did it go towards the end of last year?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for the question. It's something that I've been asked several times. Obviously, a lot of people are curious about why a firm that had been around for so long came to an end in the way that it did. But there's really no magic to it. There was a difference in opinion of the directors about what direction they wanted the firm to go in nearing the completion of the first term of our lease. And the main point of difference being we're at different stages in our lives perhaps, and I had an expansionist view, really wanting to grow the practice, which led us to moving to the Manning buildings back in 2020. And the other directors had a different idea about what they wanted instead. I was the one who fell out of alignment with the group and volunteered to leave. And I offered my shares for sale, but the decision instead was made to wind the company up and demerge the practice, which surprised me a little bit because I thought the name Frichot Lawyers was more important to the other directors than it was to me. And interestingly, that was the decision that was taken, and ultimately a good one for myself because I've managed to take the goodwill I'd established over those years with me. In particular, the team I'd built with me over the years in Sarah and Danielle, who I've worked with for a long time, and to transfer some matters across with me as well. So it wasn't exactly a standing start. It just felt like a continuation of what we were doing already as a team within Frichot's, but now out on our own with our own goals and objectives.
Okay, oh cool. That's sounds like it was advertised as a friendly demerger. It sounds like
it certainly is.
Yeah.
We enjoyed a really good time together over, you said 16 years. And of that 16 years, I was one of the shareholders since 2012. So I initially came as a subcontractor and then was invited to join the partnership in 2012. And I really did enjoy my time and the company and all the lessons I learned in that journey with the other directors. And especially the growing of the firm from when I joined to when I left. We'd done a lot in that short period of time, and it was a success in my view, a huge success, a very encouraging thing.
Good. Oh, something to be proud of.
Yes, I very much am. I'm very proud of my time at that firm.
Excellent. All right, perfect. All right, so let's go and focus on TLS. So the demerger took place towards the end of the year, and then of course you started planning the last details to start and open this place. How did you experience that?
It was a little bit more managed than that. I mean, we were talking about the future of Frichot's from about November the year before in 2023, and it only became apparent to me in around February that we had different ideas that were going to be difficult to reconcile. So it wasn't until July, August where we really made the decision that the firm was going to demerge at the end of the year when the first term of our lease expired. And I pretty much hit the ground running from when that decision was made with incorporating the entity and thinking of a name, looking for a premises and really deciding upon what the future was going to look like for me. So I didn't start thinking about it in October when the announcement was made. There'd already been significant progress in the back end. I'd already reached out to some key suppliers who did a very good job at keeping their confidence. There were no leaks, which was really nice. But by the time we made the announcement, that was all part of our agreement that we were going to announce it simultaneously. And I worked really well together with the other directors in managing the winding down of Frichot's. I don't think there's been any disruption to any of our clients, certainly none of mine. And that allowed me to focus on the setting up of the new firm, and I wanted to do as much of that as I could by around November, so that last month of December I could focus wholeheartedly on tidying up what was left of my practice at Frichot's and getting ready to move it across to TLS when we opened in the new year. So it all went really smoothly during that period. And as you know, once you've made a decision, you just want to get on with it. So there's a bit of the waiting game, almost wishing the rest of the year away. I was really excited to get started. So the last couple of months, the hardest part was holding back and not sharing the news and not sharing the excitement. So that was a bit of fun, keeping that under my hat for as long as I could.
Okay, no, I understand. Well, that's now gone, and you've certainly been letting everybody know that it has happened. So now you've opened the doors. You've shared that your first month or two has been busier than expected.
Yes.
So how did you experience that one?
Well, it's a surprise to me. Firstly, because in my experience, January is normally a quiet period. A lot of people are away, whether they're on holiday or the other firms that you work with, they've got a lot of staff away. So January tends to be probably the quietest month of the year in my previous experience. So we set ourselves a modest but gettable revenue target for January. And in particular, we didn't schedule any client appointments in the first week because we wanted to make sure all of our new systems were working smoothly. So we didn't start actually seeing clients until the 13th of January was our first appointment. And I think the holdback in that period is what resulted in so many new inquiries. And my diary just filled up really quick. I had between 3 to 5 meetings a day, almost every day for the rest of January. And surprisingly, we doubled that revenue target that we set out for because we just had to put our heads down and get the work done. And it was really rewarding.
Yeah, okay, no, cool. So during that period, what was your biggest challenge?
We moved to new practice management software and getting used to the new software, in particular because the package we were on previously, I'd been using since 2005, so nearly 20 years, and had a really close relationship with the software developer, and a lot of the features in that package came from ideas that we'd shared over a pint of beer at the Norfolk, which was great. Great to have access to that company and their development team in that way. And towards the end of, I might be getting my dates mixed up, but it was sometime last year or the year before, they sold to the practice management software company we use now. So they're grandfathering that software, and at eventually some point in time we would have needed to change. So we made the decision to change now, start with a clean slate. But when you're so familiar with a piece of software and you know it inside and out, getting used to the new software is its own challenge. But my team are pretty good with technology, and they're very open to change, and we're always looking to improve systems. We're not a stagnant team. And with their support, we've really harnessed the new software and its special features, particularly its integration with other software we use. The buzzword is AI and all the rest, but we use other online software which integrates really nicely with this practice management software, from your accounting packages to your document creation to your research tools to even your telephone system now can transcribe your phone calls and summarize them for file notes. So there's definitely benefits of moving across that outweigh the challenge.
Okay, no, perfect. And change is always most of the times it's good. It shows progression, and from the sound of it, that new software that you're having, it's definitely more efficient than the previous one that you...
Well, it's whether I'd say it's more efficient, we're not as efficient at using it as we were with the old software. So the old software was FilePro and the new software is ActionStep. But we certainly are becoming faster at using it with each day, and we're learning new things it does better than what FilePro did. But there are things in FilePro we miss. But one of the best things about it has been most of the team that were at FilePro have all been re-employed with ActionStep. So we've still got our contacts there where we can feedback and what we want, and you can see already that feedback's been taken on board and things have been implemented. So I'm excited with this new journey with ActionStep as well.
Yeah, no, that sounds cool. So what's the plan for the firm for the next 6 to 12 and maybe 5 years?
Yeah. No, so well, over the next 6 to 12 months, we just want to settle. There's been a lot of change to absorb.
Yeah.
Even the new location, I mean, I've gone from kindergarten to university in Fremantle and then practiced law there for almost 20 years. To step out of Fremantle and come to South Perth is a big upheaval for myself, but it's been great. I was led to this place mainly due to demand from clients who wanted a more central location than Fremantle, as my source of work comes from many referral sources, not just within the Fremantle area, and I was coming up against a bit of a barrier to engaging with clients who didn't want to travel to Fremantle. So we felt that South Perth was really good in terms of access via the freeway north and south of the river, even east by Canning Highway. Its proximity to the court is also very important because my practice area has been moving towards more of the dispute resolution side, and so didn't want to lose too much time in travel to and from court. But we didn't want to be on the terrace because we knew that was quite difficult for clients in terms of parking and even for staff for that matter. And South Perth was the perfect balance for us, where it's got a lot of amenity, it's central, there's loads of parking, it's close to home, so ticked a lot of boxes for us.
Yeah, no, sweet, excellent. All right, so beyond that, so you settle in, get adjusted to all the changes that you started in 2025. But then for the mid-long terms, for the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Well, so our practice manager is refreshing her law degree at the moment, and we seek to have her admitted towards the end of this year as a lawyer. So that would grow our professional team to 3 lawyers, and we would like to hire at least another 2 support staff. So the team will be a total size of 5, which is what we could accommodate quite comfortably in these premises. So over that 5-year period, I want to see us grow to that size. Only a team of A graders, a team of people that are really committed to the role, passionate about the practice area, empathetic towards their clients, and really wanting to focus on the objectives and delivering good value. So if we can establish that reputation over the next 5 years of building up to be that team that knows their stuff but also cares about the client outcome and delivers good value, that's the objective.
Yeah, well, perfect. Well, some good goals to have. So what, you probably already touched on this, but what can the community expect from you?
So in terms of the community, there are different segments, so our clients can continue to expect the same level of service. We're very committed to their objectives. For our referral sources, they can continue to expect us to take their referrals and do a good job for them, so it reflects well on them when they refer matters to us. And to our suppliers who have been really overwhelmingly supportive of this move, we continue looking forward to working together. We're members of a number of professional associations, and more recently I've joined the Collaborative Professionals WA, so looking to mix more with that group to add another dimension to the dispute resolution process that could deliver different outcomes to litigation, taking into other factors that the courts can't have regard to. Looking at continuing our relationship with ALTMA, which is a great association for law firm owners and practice managers, and they've been really good supporters over the years. And myself as well, looking to develop more professionally in the broader community, applying to be an accredited specialist in the Wills and Estates area, which is a joint venture this year between the Law Institute of Victoria and Law Society of Western Australia.
Oh, right. Wow.
Yes.
That's a very complete answer. And you're right, when I say the word community, it involves a lot, right? Everybody, you deal with so many different stakeholders, and they all can expect a difference from you being there. So we're wrapping up to the end of it. So what is it that will make you unique compared to other law firms?
It's a tough question to answer, but I think law firms by nature are typically very conservative, and we're a firm that challenges the status quo in that just because something's been done a particular way for a long period of time doesn't mean there isn't a better way or there isn't room to improve. So we're always looking at ways to improve our systems, and it's all focused around delivering better outcomes for our client and better value. but also a better workplace, somewhere where you want to come and you spend a lot of time at work, so you want to be really happy when you're at work, and I think happy staff lead to happy clients, and that's really what I want to focus on as a point of differentiation for our firm, is that we want to be a place that embraces these changes and is open to doing things better.
Yeah, okay, well, excellent. Do you have some final words to wrap up the interview?
Other than I'm very excited and very happy with the start, which I've already shared with the world, I'm also really keen to settle into the next phase. Work often comes in peaks and troughs, and we've had a busy period, and I'm sure we're going to go into a quieter period where over the years I've learned that's okay, and it's just an opportunity to catch your breath. But before you know it, more work will come, and so we're very excited to accept any new instructions and keep showing people what we can do.
Okay, well, I'm excited to follow you on your journey. If you're interested to see the next story as well, then follow us or contact me. I'm happy to facilitate an introduction. And yeah, let's see what the future has in store for you.
Look, thank you very much for the opportunity. I appreciate it, Walter.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.